what do you think other organisations can learn from ESL's approach to unique content and storytelling when you're working with brands?
I think keeping it honest when it comes to how they engage with fans. There's a lot of wallpaper out there, but when it comes to producing premium content and listening to the fans and having the right sort of tone of voice, I think is something that's very, 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 very important. But collaborating with the partners too, because they want to get their messaging across, they want to get their core business across, and working and collaborating with those guys makes your job a lot easier. It's obviously very hard to deliver, and it's very creative and it's wonderful, but it's very important that they actually have the right messaging and the right sort of audience for their messaging. So yeah. Okay.
How's your experience been at ESI London so far?
It's been fantastic. This is my first ESI event. I know the guys at ESI very well, and we've been looking forward to coming here at Twickenham Stadium. The setup's great. They've got a lot of the right people here. The great and the good of esports and people who want to know more about the industry. And it was great to get up on stage and have a talk about what we do with our clients and our partners. And it seems a very, very good atmosphere. So yeah, it's very good.
And from a partnerships perspective, what does ESL have any big goals or targets over the next 12 months?
Very, very big goals. You might have seen the press recently that we've announced our ESL Pro Tour, which is very exciting, which I can't talk about too much about right now, but it's very exciting for 2020 and beyond in terms of what we're doing from a tour series and how we're going to produce a great narrative around these big Masters tournaments. It's something that we're very, very passionate about, and I think the fans are going to love it, and hopefully the players too, that they join this Pro Tour and get involved from all these different big tournaments that we want to find the best players in the world, and we want them at our tournaments. So that's a big part for us. We're very excited about it.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And a couple of sort of more broader questions now. So what was the first game you played, or the first game you remember playing?
Oh, my first game that I really fell in love with was Duke Nukem, I'm afraid to say. Duke Nukem 3D and Quake. I was playing those in my early teens. You had all the usual like Mario Karts and all that sort of thing, and then it sort of progressed into Grand Theft Auto, and I just became seriously addicted to that. So it was, but yeah, I think Duke 3D really caught my eye, and I loved it. So I loved it. Still do.
Brilliant. And what's been your most favourite esports moment from 2000?
I've got to say, and you probably say this is ridiculous me saying this because I've just presented it, but be able to stand in ESL 1 Birmingham 2019 in the Barclaycard Arena and hear for the first time DHL being chanted and applauded and all that sort of thing. Never seen it before in the traditional sports world, ever. And it was chills up the spine, and of course the partners were there with us too, which they'd sing it for the first time. It was unbelievable, and of course the tournament was fantastic, and it was a massive triumph for us in Birmingham, and seeing Cologne again a couple of months later was just incredible with Cathedral of Counter-Strike. So those are probably my top ones, I think. Yeah.
And what are you sort of personally looking for out of esports, or what are you looking for out of esports in 2020?
I think it's a breath of fresh air that's come across from working in the traditional sports world that has just opened my eyes. I was working at Fox, a year ago, and here I am working in esports, which is incredible, and I just didn't know much about when I was there. And the potential and the excitement of the passion of the fans is unbelievable. And they're really, really nice people and really cool and very engaged and happy for you to be there. So it's I'm very excited to be working, with different partners, new partners coming up, we hope. And for us in 2020 and beyond that, it's just transforming and revolutionising the way that esports is consumed from the fans and the tour that we've got planned. It's very exciting. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
And I suppose you've already sort of talked about it a bit, but what really drew you to esports, and why did you choose to go down this path coming from the traditional sports?
From working in the traditional sports world, it was making this noise I couldn't ignore. When I was looking at esports and I was working with DHL when I was at Fox, but different client now, but this same brand. And there's this noise I was making about esports and gaming, and finding out, in the UK alone, it's bigger than the film and the music business combined. I was like, I can't be right. So it was going and talking to ESL and looking and finding out what their ambitions were for the future. It just made sense to me, because this is a whole world that's consumed not necessarily on TV, which I was used to selling and making partners with, but for us, it was, for me personally, it was a new challenge. And, this excitable, unreachable millennials that I'm trying to reach, and They are consuming it on Twitch that I'd never even heard of before. Here I am, 8, 9 months later, and it's a whole new world. So it's really exciting. This is Charlie Allen from ESL. I'm at ESI London.